This is the Morehead State University Tri-State Honor Band tutorial video for any student wishing to audition for the Honor Band Clinic. So I'm going to show you where you can view our audition music. This is the Crosby Band website, and if you were to click on the student page, it's right here at the bottom, MSU Audition Music, and then this would pop up. So woodwind and brass, you're required to do exercise 35, find your line obviously for instrument, and exercise 40. So woodwind and brass have a unison line exercise again. Number 35 and 40, you'll notice the tempo markings in blues, so 72 on the slower one and 80 on the more technical one. Now if you're a percussionist watching, I'll do a separate video for you at some point, but you or page 3, you're required to do a mallet etude, which is the same as the wind part up here. So you can at least follow along on this video for the mallet part. The snare and the timpani, however, are independent, and you'll notice tempo markings in blue. So again, percussionist, you are page 3, but the woodwind and brass, you're page 1 and page 2. Make sure you practice both and follow along on these videos. So what I'm going to do is teach you how to write in the counts, and I'm going to play the examples for you. So the first one I want to take a look at is this number 38. This is the alto saxophone line, but since we all have a unison part, we can at least write in the rhythms the same. So I'm just going to stretch this text bar out, and if you get your pencil ready, we're going to write the counts in. I'm going to do these in red just so we can identify it a little bit better and boldface it. So here we go. The first count is obviously 1. Now that is a dotted quarter, so there's going to be 3/8 notes. So subdivision for this dotted quarter itself is 1 and 2, leaving us at and right here. 3 for the independent quarter note, and that's all slurred in bar 1. Then we go over here to beat 1, beat 2, 3. This is beat 1, and this is where it gets 2, E, and and the is tied to the 3. I'm going to go on and put the 3 in, but just make sure that as you're counting that rhythm out, and I'm going to help you do it here in a minute, that you know that that is tied. 3 and then we have a 1 at the retardando, sorry, and then a 2, 3. All felt there. So that's the count for, again, exercise 38. So what I'm going to do now is put the metronome on, and the tempo marking, as we said before, is 72 beats per minute. And I'm going to make sure that that clicks off when we get to, my metronome's falling apart, the retardando measure in the last bar. Okay, so we said 72 beat per minute, which is this. So if you're with me, I'm going to count, and I'm going to count 2 times on this exercise. Here we go. 1, ready, count. 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, E and 1, 2. That was difficult, I know, and this is where students, it might get you, so make sure you're listening to the example when I play it. But the of 2 is tied to the 3, so if you're keeping that steady tap, this and is on the up. Again, ready. 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, E and 1, 2, 3. Make sure we're slowing down. So what I'm going to do now is put the metronome on, and I'm going to play on the saxophone your example, and I want you to count as I play. So I'll play it 2 times, and I want you to count both times. And obviously you can pause and go back on this YouTube video as many times as you want so you can play along. Notice tempo, we've already said, is 72 beat per minute, but the marking says slowly. Legato. Legato, reminder, means smooth, so we're thinking those quarter notes is the syllable do. They're not heavy, and they're not staccato, light, and bouncy. They're all smooth and connected. Alright, my read looks like it's about set now. So here we go. I'm going to put the metronome back on. And please disregard the clicks towards the end because that retardando. Here we go. 1, ready? Again, 1, So there's the example there. And also, that was my first time playing it, so students, I would encourage you, and I'll play it again here, that forte, carry all the way through, because it doesn't tell us to diminuendo like I did. So I'll do that one more time. And again, disregard the clicks at the end with the ritornando. One, ready? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pull up exercise 40 for us. So if you get your pencil ready again, we're going to write the counts in. And mallet, this is where you do come in with the melody here on your audition. So if your percussion's following with us, you can do that. Here we go. I'm going to take the size down just a little bit because it's going to get congested with the 16th notes. There we go. So if you'll pay attention to the key signature, we do have 2 sharps, which is concert F. So the saxophone would obviously start on a D. Here we go. 1 and 2 E and is all slurred here. And we have 3 and. Put that 4 in parentheses and by itself. 1 in parentheses and 2 and 3 E and Now, just like our previous example, the of the 16th is tied to the 4, so I'm going to write 4, but it will be connected in sound. E and 1. So for all instruments, the big thing in this, okay, the technique, make sure it's going to sound funny because it ends on F natural. Make sure that you are counting correctly when we count through this exercise, and pay attention closely when you're ready to perform it to the accidental. Reminder, the role of an accidental is it lasts the whole measure. So this F natural right here will carry over into the and of the 4 grouping, and obviously the last bar, the accidental, continues. So this exercise is at 80 beat per minute, so I'm going to put the tempo on. So if we'll count together, here we go. 1, 2, ready, count. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 2 and 3 E and a 1. Again. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 2 and 3 E and a 1. 2, rest, rest. Alright, now what I'm going to do when I play it is I'm going to take the tempo a little bit slower, so those of you that are wanting to practice along, it's a little more comfortable tempo. In fact, let's count it at this tempo. Ready, go. 1 and a 2 E and a 3 and 2 and 3 E and a 1, 2, rest, rest. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to play that on saxophone. The tempo I'm taking, if you would like to practice at that at your own pace, is 66 beat per minute. Here we go. Please count. I'll play it 2 times and count. 1, ready. Again, 1, 2, ready. So that, students, is exercise 35 and 40. Reminder to pay close attention again to your key signatures when you're playing through, any accidentals that apply, and you're welcome to rewind this video as many times as you want to play along. One thing I forgot to do is play up to speed for you. So this is 80 beat per minute on exercise 40. 1, 2, ready. And as you heard, students, Mr. Stivers made a mistake too, so I'm going to play that again. So you got some blackmail on me. Here we go. 1, 2, ready? Alright, enough little tricks in there that it'll keep you busy, but again, it's only 8 measures long if you combine both of those together. So if you have any questions, you can always email me from the contact page of our website or talk to me in class. So hope this video has helped you, students.